This first shot has a prehistoric event that may be indicating that whatever the problem is, it started a while back, and this keeps the audience engaged, as they would want to find out the cause of this mayhem. The first shot is a wide shot of a group of people who seem to be praying. We hear the non-direct sound of this also. The wide shot is also used as an establishing shot to show a large crowd of people. The praying is symbolic. As the situation reaches crisis point, people are looking for a way out, and for an answer, and they resort to the praying. This informs the audience that the situation has reached its climax, but also highlights another theme of the movie, which is religion. For the shot of the title, this is when we first see the zombies, which and it's a guy screaming, he's got blood around his face, and this suggests that it's going to be a horror film. We then see the title of the film that appears and abruptly explodes all over the screen, and this indicates that it's some sort of outbreak or huge epidemic. The explosion represents the spreading of a plague, disease, or mutation, and the way it spreads out and explodes, it could possibly suggest that it is airborne, and more people are at risk. This shot was also accompanied by a significant amount of screams, and this also suggests the huge scale of this catastrophe.
I'll take your questions.
Is it a virus?
We don't know.
How does it spread? Is it airborne?
Airborne is a possibility. We don't know.
Is this an international health hazard or a military concern?
Both.
This shot is of a person that is infected. We can tell this because of the blood gushing from his mouth and his pale, discoloured face, and also by the way he is acting. Cut shots between images of the zombie-like man and the credits are very fast and quick. The credits are suddenly distorted, like the title was, which suggests that to the audience that there is going to be a lot of bloodshed. This quick, continuous cross-cutting implies that there is going to be a lot of sudden, unforeseen moments in the film.
Are these people alive or dead?
This shot shows a news conference and what looks like someone of high authority, maybe the president or something. The fact that they are asking him questions that he doesn't know the answers shows the panic of the situation. The camera zooms into his face, and this shows the worry on his face. And because looks quite sort of hot and sweaty, it also shows that he's very anxious and nervous.
We don't know.
Is that true?
There's a man going round taking names.
Throughout the whole opening, there are hints that it's something to do with sort of infection virus thing, because of the quick cutting of zombies, sort of zombie-like people in the blood cells, as well as obviously the images of panic. This shot shows panic and chaos, along with the emphasis to the audience that something bad is going to happen, and it makes them feel as if they are actually there, and especially like in the new season, it could be like you were watching it. Shots following this are of destruction and mayhem, so it's not only going to be damaging for the people, but everything surrounding them, like their environment and stuff.
And he decides who to free and who to blame. Everybody won't be treated all the same. There'll be a golden ladder reaching down when the man comes around.
This next shot shows a news reporter who appears to be on higher, raised ground, but in the distance you can see smoke and flames. And this suggests that he may be safe, but puts the audience at edge because of how situations can change so quickly, which would put him very much at risk. The music in the background says, "The hairs on your neck stand up," which links to the fact that it is quite sort of a horror and creepy film. However, it is controversial because it is quite upbeat, with like a sort of gentle guitar, and the song is juxtaposed with the chaos surrounding it in all the different clips.
The hairs on your arm will stand up.
I chose this shot because I thought the cracked glass was very effective, because it shows some of the destruction and also, most importantly, the shadow. It's not only this shot that it is shown, but there are quite a few little shots of sort of cracked glass and shadows in the background. This makes the audience film like sort of quite in the unknown, because they can't actually see what this thing is, and because the shot is so quick, it makes them feel very uneasy and on edge.
at the terror in each sip and in each sup. Will you partake of that last offered cup, or disappear into the potter's ground when the man comes around? Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing, multitudes are.
As the opening goes on, the clips are becoming slightly longer and more shocking, sort of more blood and stuff, and they show more and more chaos. More clips of the infected are shown, which suggests that they're beginning to take over, but not in this. The fact that police are in this very clip suggests that they are being overrun, and it is becoming much more of a bigger problem that they now have in their hands. Following the shot, there are other shots of news reporters and literally nobody else, so which implies that the zombies have taken over and are now in control.
Marching to the big kettle drum, voices calling, voices crying.
He's been in constant
Some
contact
are
with
born
both
and
the
some
CDC
are
as
dying.
well as FEMA. No more press, no press.
And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree. The virgins are all trimming their wigs.
God, they're here.
This final shot is of the zombie actually running at the camera, and it's edited with a lot of sort of quick blackouts and other various shots. The sound is very screechy and makes you very wary. The good thing I thought about this shot though was that because it is shown, like the zombie is shown running towards the camera, it gets the audience more involved, and as well as being very easy, it just sums up the whole opening, as well as the fact that they have well and truly taken over, because previously the news reporters were seen to be safe, but now obviously as they're being attacked, they're clearly not safe, and they've got to the highest point that they can, which suggests that everything's been overrun.
Beasts, and I looked and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him.